Yes, a very good afternoon to you tuned into UBC TV. It's Monday, the 8th of May, 2023. My name is Micheal Lukomwa. Welcome to our lunchtime news. Yes, in what we have for you this afternoon, 4 have been arrested in Nabweru, Nansana Municipality, Wakiso District, after they were found with gadgets that manufacture improvised explosive devices. This was during an operation that was conducted by the UPDF from the 1st Division based in Kachiri. Our report on site, and he has a brief report here.
What we saw on the two for good accidents.
This Kavona and the UPD First Division spokesperson. Today we are here in Nansana in a place called Nabweru. After getting our technical and human intelligence information, last night our forces came in this place and they managed to arrest 4 people. These people they are having gadgets that make IEDs. IEDs, these are improvised explosive devices. They are mostly used in some countries like Somalia, in the DRC, by negative elements. Even here some time back, they hit us. Therefore, we have already surrounded the place. Operation is going ahead. We are going to search these things and find out, but we have them, and even find out their collaborators. Therefore, this one calls for the general public to be extra vigilant and alert. Surprisingly, the people in the neighborhood and the vicinity around, nobody knew that these people are criminals. Therefore, we'd like to send this information to everybody, the members of the public, to know that we have a threat amidst us. Therefore, we must work closely with the security organs to ensure we avert and curb it seriously. We have the ability as security officers and as UPDF and the police force and other staff forces to make sure that these elements are isolated, identified, and dealt with decisively. We shall not allow anybody to destabilize our country. Nobody will do it. Yes.
What are you doing? Open the other side.
Enough coverage. Enough.
UBC Lunchtime News. Ministry of Health has called upon the general public to embrace the malaria vaccine with assurance on safety. The ministry officials made the remarks during a national media dialogue on malaria recently in Kampala. The vaccine was approved recently and government is planning to introduce and enroll the vaccine in 2024, starting with districts that have a record of malaria in high. The malaria vaccines will be given to children aged 6 months, second dose at 7 months, third dose at 8 and fourth at 8 months, and the fourth at 18 months, and the vaccine protection effect will last for a year and its efficacy about 40%. Health experts say that government has to come up with new strategies in case management of malaria, all aimed at reducing and eradicating the disease is concerned.
Vaccine alongside with other sub-Saharan countries. We are planning to introduce this in 2024. Arrangements are underway. We've developed a plan, and we've also had to target our deployment of the vaccine just as we do the other interventions, and really look at who is hardest hit, who is in most need. Important to note is the vaccine doesn't prevent malaria, but when a child who has been vaccinated encounters malaria, their body is primed for the fight. So they will not come down with the severe forms that lead to death, lead to severe anemia, convulsions, kidney failure. So we call upon the public to embrace this vaccine and move with us to save our children. We will start with districts where we have a very high burden and where we've also had a lot of children dying from malaria. Unfortunately, the global capacity for malaria vaccine production stands at 15 million, and there are several countries that require this. So we will receive 1 million doses for 2023 and deploy these, 2024 and deploy these, and then we will also continue in 25 and 26. And this is for the RTSS. The global community has also come together to develop another one, R21, that gives more promise. It's easier to produce, and we expect there will be more doses. So we will be alert, and definitely we will make a pitch for that vaccine to increase coverage.
We are seeing quite a number of cases of severe malaria, especially around Kampala, but also other areas, not only for children below the age of 5, but also school-going children, that is the children between the age of 5 to 19 years. So it's really important that once we identify a child has a problem, whether it's at school or at home, we're able to quickly seek care, so that we're able to manage the malaria in its early stages and not wait for severe cases, because we are seeing quite a number of the severe anemia cropping up in these children, meaning they need more blood transfusion, acute renal failure, acute kidney injury coming as a result of malaria in these school-going children.
The Judiciary is conducting a 1-week induction training for judges of the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal. According to Chief Justice, Justice Alfonso Winyidolo, the induction training objective is to strengthen the capacity of the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal justices in execution of their role, and also to refresh their knowledge and skills, to share best practices, and also enhance the appreciation of the collegial nature of the courts where they're going to serve.
As we were arranging this, we were saying, yeah, we need to induct the new justices of the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court. But talking to colleagues, a number told me, but I also have never been inducted, I've never been inducted. Of course, I had to join the chorus and say I also have never been inducted, which in a way is both a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing because if you have ever learned how to swim and they throw you in the deep end on your first attempt at swimming, there are only two things that could happen to you. One, you could find your limbs and learn how to swim out of the deep end, or that could be the end of you on this earth, which would be a great lesson for future people who want to swim anyway. So the fact that the induction has come after people have already tried out their skills and maybe made their mistakes, maybe we'll make this an even more richer experience.
The CJP focuses on the provision of legal aid services, increasing awareness of rights and strengthening the functioning of informal and formal justice systems to meet justice needs in a timely and sustainable manner. My lords, at IDLO we believe that efficient, equitable and accessible justice systems are the lifeblood of the rule of law, and for many years supporting governments to build judicial capacity has been a key area of intervention of IDLO.
Now we have only one Court of Appeal whose maximum number is 15 justices. We are saying this cannot serve the population of Uganda of close to 45 million people. It is meaningless. And you cannot have people coming all the way from Moroto, coming all the way from Bundibujo, coming all the way from Maracha, Kitgum, Lamour, to Kampala to get justice. And that's why we are spreading out. And this expansion of judicial officers is meant to feed into this expansion. So that cases which take 4 years, 5 years in the Court of Appeal, because there's only one with 15 justices. Now, if your case is from the Mbarara area, that's southwestern Uganda, your appeal today, you should be heard inside 1 year. It should be possible. Even in 6 months. That's really the main purpose. Then people will appreciate the judiciary.
Now, West Nile Diocese, that is the Anglican Diocese in West Nile, has come up with an idea to construct chapels within girls' senior secondary schools to protect them from whatever happens as they walk long journeys to go for prayers. This was revealed at the fundraising ceremony of St. Francis Chapel construction in Muni Girls Senior Secondary School, one of the activities that are leading the visit of the Archbishop Dr. Samuel Kazemba in the diocese, and this is one of the institutions that he will open officially.
I think our sincere gratitude also goes to the Bishop of Mali and West Nile Diocese, because it was his brainchild to start such a chapel here for the girls. It was not fitting now for the girls all the time to go out there. You know, it is very difficult with the discipline issues. So when he started that, by then he was the chaplain of this school.
When we go out to pray outside the school premises, there's that tendency that students' behavior changes. But I want to thank the initiators of this project to really allow the school to have a church and a chaplain within the school, such that the students' behavior can flow concurrently.
Initiated by the Lord Bishop Collins Andako to have a chapel here, and I'm very optimistic and hopeful that by end of June this work will be completed and the chapel will be ready for commissioning by His Grace the Archbishop of Church of Uganda, who will be visiting Malaria and West Nile Diocese. A school without a church, a school without spiritual aspect will not produce good leaders in the future. So I appreciate the bishop, and we pray that this church will not do its purpose of modeling the students in the spiritual way and making them better leaders for future.
If this school makes it mandatory that there should be a standing good building, can we appreciate the administration? Just give a mighty hand clap. Because we are the same people complaining that our children are running away from our churches, by the way. Who likes a bad thing? Even you who is here, you don't like a bad looking thing. Amen? Not even a bad building.
Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. We have more for you in return.
Talk with freedom. Get MTN Freedom Voice Bundles that don't expire. Dial *100 *21# or my MTN app for more bundles. Together, we're unstoppable.
This isn't just a girl. She is the future. This is a teacher, a doctor, a community leader, our future president. She is the hope of our community. And as a community leader, I will talk to others about how we must protect her against child marriage and teenage pregnancy, because it affects us all. We each have a role to play in empowering our teenage girls to protect them from pregnancy. Because when we empower them, we empower our nation. Protect the girl, save the nation.
Take action. Report any case of defilement or child marriage to the police or call Sawuti 116.
Glow as you are with the new Spark 10 series smartphone from Airtel in partnership with Techno. Own the timelines with picture-perfect selfies using the 32-megapixel selfie camera, 256GB storage, G88 gaming processor, and a strong battery to last the whole day. Haha! Toakana.
The Spark 10 smartphone comes with free 3GB from Airtel and 100% bonus on weekly and monthly bundles every month for 3 months, so you can stay connected to a world of possibilities. Dial *100*5# to enjoy free data. The new Spark 10 is available in all selected Techno shops countrywide. Airtel, the smartphone network in partnership with Techno. Stop at nothing.
UBC Lunchtime News. The Bamasaba in the diaspora have been implored to always prioritize investing back home for the development of Bugisu sub-region. During this year's Kadodi Carnival that was held at Lugogo Uma Showground, amidst chants to preserve the Bamasaba culture, the need for the Bamasaba to unite and develop Bugisu reigned supreme.
The Bamasaba people residing outside the Bugisu sub-region have successfully held a second edition of Kadodi. On arrival at Lugogo Uma Showground, one was required to buy a banana leaf, which would be instrumental in making a wrapper while dancing. Drum beats from 3 different groups formed the heavy ambience, attracting revelers to showcase their dancing capabilities. On the sidelines, these ladies were spot on to serve whoever cared to taste the Bamasaba local brew known as Kamalua. And there was a spot for food where people got a chance to taste the famous Malaria. With this, the organizers say their objective of uniting the Bamasaba as well as rekindling their spirit to cherish their culture was achieved.
Kadodi Carnival is a Bamasaba event. It is a cultural event that happens to bring together people from Gishu and outside Gishu, because we have intermarriages, so we have different people coming from different parts of the country are coming to celebrate with us, as you can see behind here.
And on how such arrangements can benefit Bugisu sub-region, Jabi, one of the organizers, minced no words to invite those in the diaspora to invest back home.
Work from wherever you want. Work from America, Kampala, Juba, wherever. But bring back the money home. Come invest home. Yeah, like I said, we leave home for home. Bring that little money, invest home, develop home, so your grandies, your grandchildren will not leave home like you are doing. Nishosh.
This call was re-echoed by members from the Inzu Masaba Cultural Institution.
Just like diaspora, we expect you and request you to come back to Bamasaba, to come back home to Uganda and contribute to the Bamasaba and involve our culture. In the diaspora, Kampala, maybe out of the country, is that we love our culture, because that's what identifies us as Bamasaba.
Sawa. Mimi nikiwa hapa, nilikuja hapa kwa sababu nilisikia kwamba leo tuko na sherehe ile kubwa kulingana na culture yangu. Hii utamaduni wangu ninaupenda sana, kwa sababu anaye sahau mila zake ni mtumwa. Kwa hivyo mimi ninasema kwamba napenda mila zangu, na mila ni kitu ambayo ni misisi ya mwanadamu ule ambaye ako duniani kwa culture yake. Kwa hivyo mimi nasema asante sana.
So I'm proud to be here because we want to promote our culture better in Uganda, but above all to the other countries, to the other parts of the world. We want to promote our drums, our dance, and we feel good when we get together. We drink kamalwa, we dance our Kadodi dances, we dance to our drums, we meet as Bagisu in Kampala and beyond. So it is something very interesting, something very uniting, and I beg the people that did not come this time, please make it next time.
Meanwhile, the carnival hosted other games like sack racing and the tug of war between the Bamasaba and their well-wishers. Exhausted and worn out, some revelers were seen sitting while tapping into the entertainment from the seemingly strong lads. To climax the carnival, Idi Masaba, a renowned Lumasaba songbird, took his fans down the memory lane. Dorcas Kimono, UBC TV News.
The MK movement, led by Micheal Nwajira, launched their structures in Ankole sub-region. They started by a church service at Daystar Cathedral, which was led by Bishop Nathan Ibrahim.
We have seen that there is sometimes there is a gap between government program and the people on ground. So we have put these structures, or this arm also. It's like a government arm as well. We carry the message to sensitize people on government programs. So we go through these structures to deliver our message to the communities.
Yes, they had a meeting as a central committee with our president, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and tasked them to work with the different government programs. It is not just police work, it's not just ministerial work. If I get down to Isinjiro and realize that a particular group is misusing or mismanaging a government program, government has had so many programs. Unfortunately, they're just being mismanaged, and we get back into circles, and at the end of the day we assume that government is not working. Government is working, the programs are there, but who is failing them? It is us.
President Museveni okumuryaha mwena abanyamhuranye nangu mukiriya ringetaro kwa kanisa President Museveni twena nimpanya especially abanyankole abanyakitara numuhagira President Museveni konka abangiza abandi nibenda kumukombera kandi nibenda kumukomerera mu mwirima so ati mu mwimuka nk'abanyakitara nk'abanyayuganda abandi na Northern na Nkahi na Eastern na Central bajya nkasteho standby generator nkimanyisa kuyakwenda kuzaho ekizuma hazo omwirima numanye kugenderamo.
Leaders and residents in Rukunjiri have called for President Museveni's attention over fraudsters they cite in the parish development model system. According to the residents, there are people that are asking for money from them for registration in SACCOs. They were led by the district chairman Godfrey Chomkama and tasked presidential advisor on political affairs and head of the presidential office, the national chairman office of the NRM, Hadija Namialo, to help them deliver the message to the president.
I'm still confused with the block choosing they form our own groups. We are
Parish model has become a disease everywhere because extorting people, money from people, 30,000 to 50,000. Like the CDO is saying that that money is meant for transport. But as per the constitution and what Mzee signed on the issue of parish model, it has no such that someone is supposed to pay 30,000 to 50,000 to get the 1 million.
That some of the government programs delay, and by the time they come, people are already impatient. So some of them begin talking at the top of their voices as if they are not benefiting anything.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Hello? Hello? This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey, Kasozi, my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey! You don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother. But I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it?
Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera, refrain from unnecessary engagement with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
This is a quick call. I'm almost out of minutes. Now, the center.
Why rush through such important conversations? Airtel Uganda has made it possible for you to call across all networks in Uganda at the best rates with the new Bona voice bundles. Stay connected anytime, anywhere, with minutes valid for calls on all networks. Dial *100*1#. Select voice bundles and select Bona voice bundles today. Airtel, the smartphone network.
We thank you so much for watching. Now, in the world of sport, Duncan Mubiru, commonly known as Chikankane, has won his first Pearl of Africa Rally Uganda on Sunday in Jinja. Mubiru, with Joseph Bongole as his navigator, summed up the rally lead on Saturday following the earlier rally leader, Yasin Nasser's bowing out. Byron Rugomoka and Hakim Mawanda in the Mitsubishi Evo X secured an impressive second position. Hassan Alwi and Musa Nsubuga came fourth respectively. Kenya's Rio Smith finished fifth overall, followed by last year's Pearl of Africa Rally winner, Just Mangatin sixth. Here are the best highlights of the event. That is all we had for you this afternoon, but of course, UBC TV Newsroom is still at work. We'll have more news for you in Luganda, Kiswahili, and I'll be here myself for news tonight. So you have all the reasons to keep it with us. Enjoy the week. Bye-bye.